To lesson 2. So follow on from the grocery store tour onto our kitchen makeover. So let me just get this slideshow up. Okay, so what we're going to chat about today is high quality versus low quality foods. And I mean like real food versus processed food. And then hopefully we are all in the mindset now that we are in with the new and out with the old. So after you watch this presentation, that you go home, you have a look in your cupboards and you go, right, I'm getting rid of all this old, poor quality food, and I'm, going to fill it with loads of fresh fruit and vegetables and meat and all the rest. So look, let's go on with the presentation. So what do I mean by getting rid of low quality foods? So canned goods, and what I mean by canned goods is like spaghetti hoops, baked beans, what else can we get in a tin that we probably shouldn't have? Basically anything that's kind of going to outlive you. Now, some tin foods are okay, non-perishables like tins of tomatoes, chickpeas and things like that. Obviously, fresh versions are going to be better for you, but let's try and get rid of, I think you can get like hot dogs and things like that in, cans of tins of foods or whatever. So try and get rid of all of them. If you are using tinned products, just try not make them a staple, for every day. Highly processed foods, get rid of cereals, get rid of crisps, sweets, any kind of junk food, just dump them. Don't even read the ingredients, get rid of them. Sauces and dressings. So sauces like Dolmio sauces and pasta sauces that you get tend to be really high in sugar. Okay, hidden sugars, we don't even know that they're in it. They're saying all the right things, basil, garlic, tomatoes, but it's leaving out that it's lots of added sugars. Dressings like ranch sauces and salad dressings as well, you're better off making your own. They don't take too long. Snack food, so breakfast bar, protein bars, health bars. I would say get rid of them all. Protein bars might be controversial there because, they're quite in vogue at the moment. You wouldn't justify eating 3 Mars bars a day, so why justify eating 3 protein bars just because there's protein in it? Not all protein is equal. But look, that's for another day. If it looks like chocolate, tastes like chocolate, it probably is chocolate, and it's probably not good to have a staple or to be a staple in your everyday life either. So just get rid of them. Have them in moderation, once or twice a week. Okay, so out of sight, out of mind. If you haven't got them, you're less likely to crave. And you actually have to take action to go out and buy them. So what do I mean by that? Look, I'm human. I've often opened the fridge or opened a cupboard when I'm craving, if I've had a shit day or I'm tired, I've done long hours, I'm going like, I want something, I want a sugar fix. I open the fridge, I look in it, there's never anything here because I don't buy it. And then I close it. I sit down. Sometimes I get up again and I look in it. That must be like a childhood thing. See if someone else has put something in the fridge. But generally, there's nothing here. So then I won't eat it. I'll forget about it. I'll move on. If I really want something, then I have to get in my car and I have to go and drive to the shop or walk to the shop and get it. So I have to take the action. I mean, if I'm willing to do that, nothing was going to stop me in the first place. But look, you're making it easier on yourself by not having that type of food in the house. Okay? So here's some things that are just useful. Here's some things that are useful to have in your, your cupboards, okay? So appliances, storage, and Tupperware. So a blender, like a Nutribullet, I mean, they're useful. They're kind of a nice to have. Most people have them now and they're relatively inexpensive. Tupperware, I would say everyone should invest in them. You can get them in like Aldi and Lidl. Now, again, they're inexpensive, but they're really useful, and hopefully you're going to be prepping your meals rather than buying them out where possible. Scales, again, it's a nice to have. Sandwich bags are really easy for, storing vegetables and things like that, just throwing them in the fridge. And then pots and pans, because I mean, if you're kind of going into this healthier lifestyle and you're making all these changes, if you haven't got pots and pans to cook with, well, you know, you're kind of at a loss there. So I mean, bare minimum, you don't need the best of the best, you don't need hundreds of them, you know, one or two of each. So can cook versus can't be arsed to cook. Cooking is not difficult. We don't expect anyone to be Gordon Ramsay. Okay. Can you chop? Do you own a knife? I suppose is the first question. Can you chop? Can you grill? Like, do you own an oven? Can you turn it on? Can you pour water into a pan? Can you fry? Can you bake? And can you press a button to turn a blender on? If not, I mean, we're all adults. Learn. They're life skills. Okay. You can drive cars. You can go to work every day. You can set an alarm. You can look at your phone. You can upload pictures when you're out, you know, having meals of food. So let's go online and learn. Or go and do a cooking school. There's one up the road, actually. Okay. And then obviously the more that we cook, the better we're going to get at it. Okay. And hopefully you'll start to enjoy it. You know, I really like cooking. I didn't like it all my life as a teenager, but I like it now. And I like making healthy food. So look, I hope that helped. And, you know, for any questions, just ask one of the coaches.